Okay. I have two masses. One is 20 kilograms, the other one is 35 kilograms. They're being pulled with 210 newtons of force. There is a coefficient of friction between the ground and the objects of 0.1. First thing I want to do is find out what find the forces on this object. I've got a force gravity, a force normal. I have a force gravity and a force normal. Other forces, a force friction, and a force friction. We'll try to find these forces if we can. 35 times 9.8. Force gravity on the object was 343 newtons. Because it's on a flat surface, the force normal is also 343 newtons. Force gravity on the other object is 196 newtons, and its force normal also 196 newtons. To find the force friction on the first object here, it is mu times force normal, which is 34.3 newtons, and force friction on the other object, mu times force normal, which is 19.6 newtons. First thing I want to do is I want to find the unbalanced force for the entire object. I look at all the forces going to the right, all the forces going to the left. So I have force net of this entire system is the force applied minus the force friction from object 1 minus the force friction from object 2. Force net causes the mass to accelerate. The total mass of the object is 55 kilograms. The force applied, 210 newtons, minus the force friction of the first object, minus the force friction of the second object. To find the acceleration of the whole object, it is going to be the force applied minus the force friction minus the other force friction divided by the mass of both objects together, since they are connected, is 2.84 meters per second squared. Now, if I wanted to find the tension between these two objects, it's important for me to circle one object and think about all the forces acting on it. So we look at just that object and the forces acting upon it. This direction, I have a force tension. This direction, I have a force friction. The force net for that object will be the tension minus the force friction. Now this object was 20 kilograms, and I know its acceleration is 2.84. Will be the tension and its force friction, 19.6. So to find the tension in that string, it is going to be 20 times 2.84 plus the force friction of 19.6. Force tension is going to be 76.4 newtons.